we shift our focus now to a topic which is emotional intelligence in digital leadership that will be presented by Mr. Eugene Seah. Mr. Eugene Seah is a professional certified coach or PCC and a certified speaking professional or CSP with the prestigious Court of the Table recognition. He is also a TEDx speaker and the author of Superbrand Me, specializing in cultivating an abundance mindset. With his extensive experience and passion for leadership development, Mr. Eugene Seah is uniquely positioned to share actionable insight on emotional intelligence in digital leadership with all of us today. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Eugene Seah. The floor is yours.
Thank you, thank you. All right, you can hear me, huh? Okay. Leica, right? Is it Leica? Okay, wonderful. I see a lot of familiar faces here. Just to test that all of us can use the Zoom chat, can you all just share your feeling right now? Since we're talking about emotional intelligence, see whether you at least know your feeling. Be true to your feelings. Curious, very good. Feeling great, wow, beautiful. Pumped up, excited. Oh, nice. Not so emo. That's quite funny. Okay. Stone. Oh, Maxine. Always the unique one. Interest never dies. And then Maureen is excited. Hungry. Okay, I assume hungry for learning, because stomach hungry is not emotional intelligence already. That one physical, anticipative. Okay, thank you, thank you. I think I'm in a room full of highly emotionally intelligent people. And in fact, some of you are even certified. Chat, that is not so emotionally intelligent. Yeah, ready to absorb. Okay, I'm going to share something. I know it's a very, very short talk. So, and I love to build rapport, but sometimes I can build rapport for 20 minutes. Yeah, so let me just jump straight in. Make sure we came to the correct one. Yeah, because I share on several topics, including personal branding, anti-fragile, but today is about emotional intelligence. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is the context, right? Everything in life, we need a context. Wow, see my face already happy. Okay, then I'll for 20 minutes do this. Okay, yeah, don't worry. It's very important that we see the context before we go deep into any topic. Okay, it doesn't matter what the topic is. Yeah, it can be ChatGPT, Gen AI, robotics, but we always need to know the context. So this is the context. Okay, currently there's a lot of uncertainties. People have lost their jobs. I lost my job 10 years ago, thank God, because if I lose my job this year, I think it's a lot more difficult. 10 years ago, it was still fairly easy to start a business. Yeah, and then a lot of people are facing mental stress. There's a lot of conflict in families, conflict between countries. And as a team and corporate coach, I see a lot of bosses having conflict and disagreement with their team, and vice versa, right? And then some people call it sexism, ageism, millennialism, and then racism, all sorts of things, right? And then, of course, talking about digital leadership, the digital divide is getting more and more. People like Andrew, for example, like from not knowing anything about Gen AI to an expert of Gen AI, and then some people around me are still trying to catch up. Like, hey, how to use ChatGPT? So I think the digital divide is getting more. And then if you add the word leadership into it, wow, even worse, because some people are not even good and effective leaders before Gen AI was invented. And then now with Gen AI, they become even worse leaders. Yeah, so I'm not here to complain about anybody, but we are here to facilitate self-reflection. Okay, so as I'm sharing these three types of people, I would like you to think about yourself, right? Don't point fingers, say, oh, wow, this sounds like my husband. Okay, so please think about yourself. So the first one is fragile, right? Some people straight away when they face like, wow, robotics, Gen AI replacing jobs, or like, hey, what's going on? What's Suno? What's captions? What's avatar? What's agent? Then they like, forget it. Wow, very luan, very luan. Wow, migraine already, burn out already. Don't tell me too much, right? Then start to block. I have a lot of people blocking me on WhatsApp and Facebook one because they think I share too much. A lot of times our cup, if it's too small, just pour a bit of water only overspill already, right? So I suggest all of us think about how big our cup is. Or don't use the word burnout so easily, right? Expand your cup, receive more things into your life. You can take a lot more than you think. Don't be a fragile person. Okay, number 2 is a resilient person. This one is not bad, right? Because you can give them COVID-19, give them 2008 crisis, right? Give them Gen AI, and they will withstand it, right? They will always recover. They will always press on forward, right? They are like a stress ball. You press, always remain the same, right? But I don't want to become resilient. Okay, I don't want to remain the same. I want to build muscle. Okay, this picture is not my picture, by the way. Yeah, but you give me until June, I'll take a picture of my own hand. Okay, yeah. So this is a muscle. A muscle goes through stress, right? We go to the gym, go to stress, and then we become stronger. So right now, there's a lot of uncertainty, even for me, right? I'm not a computer expert. So every time Andrew starts to talk about Gen AI, I start to feel a bit stressed. And that stress actually is very, very healthy. Okay, please write down somewhere on your paper or notebook that certain amount of stress is healthy, right? We shouldn't avoid stress, right? Without stress, there's no way we can grow our muscle. Okay, so here we are growing the muscle of our emotional intelligence. Okay, I repeat, the purpose for my next 15 minutes or so is to grow the muscle of our emotional intelligence. Okay, let's start with the most obvious, AI. I'm not an expert of AI, but ever since AI has been like commercialized and everyone is talking about it, I have been listening to podcasts in my car. I drive around a lot. And the reason why I buy a car, despite it being so expensive, is because I want to listen to podcasts, I want to constantly learn, and I want to save time. I don't want to like be stuck waiting for public transport, right? So I'm constantly learning. I listen to Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA at least 7 times now, right? He was interviewed by Stanford Business School. That one is, wow, mind-blowing. Because of his interview, I went to buy NVIDIA stock, and then my money went up. Okay, but that's another topic, okay? We'll do stock picks another day. Yeah, so AI is very powerful. Andrew will be the best person to teach you what are the various tools, but I must be very upfront with you to say that I've at least used 3 of these tools to boost my emotional intelligence muscle. Okay, so before I demonstrate to you how to use, can you tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, okay, how good are you with ChatGPT? Give me a number. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you with ChatGPT? Be very honest with yourself. Wow, 9 some more. Okay. Maureen win me for sure. 7.5 for John. 6. Wow, all of you very, very humble. Very good. Maybe 8. Okay. I give myself 6. 6 out of 10. So whatever I'm going to demonstrate to you later is only a 6 out of 10 kind of level. Okay. Change topic. Suno. Wait. Let me break up the conversation. Okay, Suno. Give me a number from 1 to 10. How good are you in Suno? If you have never even used it, is 0 right? If you have used it once or twice before, maybe 2 or 3. Yeah. In the topic of emotional intelligence, Suno is a must-have, okay? I think sometimes I tend to exaggerate, but now I'm not exaggerating. Suno is a must-have, highly recommended, and I don't get a single cent from you downloading Suno, okay? Yeah, and then finally, Captions AI is a video creation tool. Wait. Don't type anything first. Caption, okay. This is not CapCut, CapCut, I'm sure a lot of you know how to use. This is called Captions. Okay, so same thing, 0 to 10. Captions, come. 0 to 10. Captions. Okay, also 0 for most of you. Okay, in that case, let me jump straight ahead. I don't want to spend time just doing polling. The first thing I want to share with you is this one. Hey, can you hear sound? Okay, okay, like, okay.
Cerita saya dengan Anda.
Yes, we can hear.
Ada sesuatu yang harus saya ungkapkan. Saya sebenarnya bukan manusia, melainkan kembaran digital AI generatif. Saya yakin kehadiran.
Okay, first of all, who here actually understands Bahasa Indonesia? Can you just put me, M-E? Okay, Leica understands. Very good. Anyone else? Maury understand. Okay. I'm going to play again. You just listen, okay? I know it's not perfect. Yeah, but just bear in mind that I don't speak Bahasa Indonesia at all. Yeah, but this is my voice, clearly my voice. This is clearly my face, and clearly my lips are moving along with the words. Okay, so just watch again.
Saya akan membantu pertumbuhan bisnis Anda dalam 10 tahun ke depan. Mari kita jelajahi potensi luar biasa dari teknologi ini bersama-sama. Datang mitra bisnis eksekutif Aksa yang terhormat. Sangat tersanjung bisa
Okay, come. Now you're not giving yourself a rating. You're giving this video a rating, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, okay, how effective is it in terms of Eugene Seah now speaking Bahasa Indonesia to you? Okay? Only those who actually understand Bahasa Indonesia should answer. Right? The rest of you who have no idea what this is talking about, don't need to answer. Yeah. Hey, can you imagine before Gen AI was invented, right? Before this thing called digital, I had to actually get a translator. Yeah, but now it's my face, it's my voice, it's my lips. And I tell you, it's not just Bahasa Indonesia.
人生の方を1年間コーチングの積みを歩み、感謝の気持ちあふれる愛と経験中熱心に高に世界中の人々に
Okay, come. Who here speaks Japanese? Who here speaks Japanese? Can you put me? Yeah, you understand a bit of Japanese? Maureen also. Hey, Maureen, like, how many languages do you know? Okay. Well, okay, so I think very few of you speak Japanese. But my son speaks Japanese. Also, during my birthday, I wrote a speech in Japanese for my son. By the way, when I say I wrote a speech, I just gave a 2-sentence prompt, which is like not write a speech. Because the word write is very meaningless. Just speech in Japanese, describing my gratitude to my son. You know, something like that. Okay. Oh, no, I'm taking too long. Sorry. Continue. Okay, then Suno. Let me just show you one demo on Suno. Yeah, just bear with me. Okay, go to my browser. Well, I can't even find my browser. Okay, no worry. I go to my screen then. Okay, so now, since you can see my screen, that means if I switch to browser, you can see also. And then hopefully you can listen to the music. Okay, ready? Listen to the music. Can hear or not? Like that? Cannot hear? Okay, then never mind. Okay. Y'all just have to take my word for it. Either that or you later, please connect with me. Then I will send you the link. Okay, I love Suno. And I wrote songs for my son, for my daughter, for my wife, for my client, for Suno. You talk about emotional intelligence. We need to bear in mind, we need to be very personalized, right? If I share the same song with everybody, a few thousand clients, that's not emotionally intelligent. But when I write a song that is in their language, that is in their style, like J-pop, K-pop, rap, American rap, then it is emotionally intelligent, at least according to my definition. Then ChatGPT is the same thing. You know, I've been using it to solve my challenges. Okay, so for example, if I talk to someone who is completely different from me, right? He's not so expressive. He's always very quiet, very conservative. Then how do I overcome that? Yeah, then I will ask ChatGPT for help. You know, I will ask them, hey, please write me a script that I can use for my email or for my phone conversation. Then I don't need to be stuck anymore. Okay, so okay, let me. I want to respect your time so that I don't overrun the next speaker. For brainstorming analysis, use ChatGPT. Yes. Okay. For Suno, for the time being, is free. I'm sure they are going to charge one day. Okay, so please download Suno and start writing songs. You can start with me lah. write song to Eugene Seah, okay? To test it out. Hey, thank you. Okay, let me continue. The rest of it is actually quite common sense already. I don't think I need to spend much time. So empathic intelligence is basically the ability to step into another person's shoes, to speak in their way. Okay, so not speak in your way. Yeah. Also, someone wise told me, said this before, it will be foolish to treat everyone the same way, right? Because everyone is unique, right? It will be much wiser to engage them in the way that they personally prefer, right? This is clearly more emotionally intelligent. So who is this wise person? Oh, what a coincidence, same name. Eugene Seah. Yeah, so this is called empathic intelligence. Yeah, this one I don't need to go into. I think a lot of you are certified in it. So basically, there are generally 4 kinds of people. We're not supposed to box them, but at least we're supposed to talk in their way. So I am clearly energetic. I'm the influence kind. You know, the worst kind of person that I always have tension with. You want to guess? Is a diagonally opposite, right? It's the conscientious one. They want structure. They want me to keep to the time, do not exceed the time. You know, must send us the slide beforehand. They're like, I cannot stand it. Yeah. But what should I do? I should do it, right? I should send the slide beforehand. I should keep to time, even though that's not me. You know, I can take another 20 minutes, but that's disrespectful, right? That is very low on emotional intelligence. Okay. And then finally, let me end with this story very quickly. Because I know a lot of people, maybe not in this group, but a lot of people struggle with AI, right? They say, oh, Suno, download, then after that, use 2 times, don't use again, right? If you don't consistently use, it's useless. Same as empathic intelligence. You say, yeah, I know what's DISC, but do you use it or not? Do you use it for your wife? Do you use it for your children? Do you use it for your client, right? Are you emotionally intelligent when you communicate with people after knowing DISC? Yeah, but if you struggle with both, don't worry. The third one is going to save your life. It's called growth intelligence. So let me now end with this story. Okay, ever since young, I love my mother, right? She's 86 now. She took very good care of me. She always brings me to the Parkway Parade. And then, you know, she took me to China before. You know, I love her a lot. And right now, I'm her only caregiver because my brother stays in US. My father passed away, right? And then I promised her I will take good care of her. Since young, I study hard. I work hard. I was an expat in Hong Kong. Everything was hunky-dory. I was giving her monthly allowance. And then, boom, I lost my job. Okay. So don't forget, I have a promise, right? I want to grow my income. I want to grow my time with her. I want to grow everything. But I stopped growing in 2013 because I lost my income, right? So I became very broke. I was eating cai peng every day, trying to survive on $5 a day. Then my mother said, no need to give me allowance anymore. You're so poor. Take care of yourself. Well, it really broke my heart because I promised her to take care of her, but I didn't, right? Then I met a leader. I call her Miss Growth. I'm a leader. I was a student council president. You know, I was a VP of a bank. But when I lost my job, I wasn't a leader. I was a groaner. You know, every day groan. But I met this person who was bedridden. Since 19 years old, bedridden, all the way to 45, still bedridden. Have to rely on an oxygen tank. But she's a successful author and entrepreneur, right? She uses her eyes to control the cursor on the computer screen, and she sells things like digital lock, water purifier, nutritional pills, right? And she's very successful in her sales, right? I was very shocked. How can a person with 2 hands, 2 legs be so poor, but a person who cannot move at all be so abundant, right? So I wanted to learn from her. I went to her house to interview her, and the interview then became published as a book. Okay, so I visited her at least 3 times to learn from her. Not she learned from me. Don't misunderstand. I went to learn from her. Right. So after learning from her, I changed my mindset. Right. I decided, okay, I must become a person who embrace change, who embrace uncertainty, who becomes anti-fragile. Right. So because of that, I got interviewed. I spoke on TED Talk. And then most importantly, I can fulfill my promise to my mother. I brought her to Taipei. She loves Taipei. I brought her on business class. She doesn't really like business class, by the way. She said the seat is too big. Okay. And then I brought her to Sydney. This is Sydney. I brought her to the aquarium. And you can see that she's a very fun-loving person. Okay, so I just want to end with this story to tell you, okay, if you struggle with AI, I can understand. Okay, I'm not a computer science engineer also. If you struggle with the empathic intelligence, I can understand also because our MOE, Ministry of Education, didn't teach us to be empathic. In fact, MOE taught us to be very, very selfish people, right? I'm very sorry. I have a lot of angry things to say about MOE. Next time, I will give me 20 minutes to talk about MOE next time. Huh? Yeah, and then finally, GI saved my life. Okay, GI, growth intelligence, the ability to keep growing and growing and growing, just like a seed. Right, a seed is useless, right? What can a seed do? You can't really eat the seed. You can't do anything with the seed. But when you plant the seed in the soil, when the seed goes through adversities, crisis, pandemic, retrenchment, sickness, cancer, divorce, dukkha, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity, the seed grows and then will become abundant. Okay, let me end here by sharing my QR code. Please scan this QR code and then you get my copy of my slides. And then also I promise you to send the Suno links, the songs that I wrote for my own birthday, for my son. You know, there's an American rap, there's a Taiwanese sop song, you know, Ai Pia Jiang Ya, this kind of song, right? So I would love to connect with you. Okay. And if you prefer, if you don't mind, wait, let me stop sharing for a while. If you prefer, I send you the link and then we can end here. Just be patient with me a little bit. I send you the link and get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, you can click on the link. And by the way, I know we have no time for Q&A, but I really dying to answer questions. So click on the link, ask me question. I promise to reply you through WhatsApp or email. Yeah, keep the time. Okay, can. Wow, so stressful. Hey, I'm muted.
Okay, right now I'm on mute. Okay, thank you so much, Eugene, for